This is a brief review on genetic engineering. Genetic engineering is the deliberate modification of an organism's trait by manipulating its DNA. Oftentimes people think this is a new thing. It really isn't. Selective breeding is considered a type of genetic engineering. It is breeding organisms for their offsprings to have desired traits. So selecting particular individuals, mating them, and having their desired traits be in the offspring. There's genetically modified breeding. This uses genes from one individual and places it into another. We'll take a look at how that's done in a bit. Types of genetic engineering that we see now are used in agriculture, medicine, and for forensics. So recombinant DNA, this is that taking of the gene and putting it into somewhere else. We actually use a gene donor and then a plasmid donor, which is bacterial in nature. We take the gene that we want, we put it into the plasmid that we've cut open with an enzyme. And we then stick it into a host cell, bacteria cell, and we allow it to divide. And what we have is a donor gene being made over and over again, and then at the end we get the protein product that we want. We can also compare DNA. This is part of this process. PCR is going to make copies of the DNA, and then we run it on a gel electrophoresis. So in forensics, for example, here's the crime scene DNA that we have. We can see that when we run this, it matches with suspect number 3. Genetic engineering pros and cons. The pros, it can make organisms bigger, it can make them pest resistant, it can make them disease resistant, and organisms can have wanted properties. Cons, when we have genetically modified organisms, we start to lose diversity because we're choosing the alleles that we want to see, and we're going to put those alleles in multiple individuals within that population. So what can happen is, for example, a whole set of crops can be wiped out because there's no genetic diversity. So if the disease comes in that's new and it can attack, it will wipe out the entire crop instead of just wiping out some.